Hey, Kevin here with another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video where I show you different items I pick up thrifting and garage selling really cheap, and I sell either locally for big things like furniture or for smaller things I'm wanting to ship I'll put on eBay. Anyway, today is Friday. There was a really big neighborhood garage sale across town. I just went to it. I spent about 3.5 hours there. As soon as I left, it started raining, as you can probably hear, and I completely packed my van. I got a bunch of stuff. I spent a lot of money, but real quick, I'll show you something. I found this thing right here, the Salisbury voltage detector. It paid $10, and I believe I will probably get like $150 to $175 for that on eBay. So this one item will pay for everything else I bought today. I got a bunch of stuff. Got this really cool bag for $1 that could sell anywhere between 40 and 70. Got a 50-cent phone set that'll go for like 35 bucks. A baby bottle maker thing. I paid, I think, 30 on it. It will sell for like 80 or 90. I got stopwatches, just all kinds of stuff. Some Legos. So I'll show it to you all later. But right now I'm just going to empty out the van and then go back and see if I can find more stuff. All right, so it quit raining and I went back out and hit up some more garage sales, and I just about filled out the van again. So real quick, just give you a rough idea of what I grabbed. Got a VCR/DVD recorder for free. If it was working and had the remote, it'd be like 200 bucks on eBay, but I don't know, so I have to look into it. But I might just sell it as parts repair. That's going to be good money. I got an Orvis bag for $1. I got a singing catfish, kind of like the singing lobster I just had, and the Billy Bass, whatever it's called. So this is another version. Got it for $1. I got this Canon digital camera for $5. That could actually be a really, really good find. That same yard sale, the people gave me these Beats by Dre headphones for free because they said maybe one side was not working and they couldn't remember. So I'll look into that. I could probably sell it as parts repair and get good money out of it. Got a leather jacket from the same people. I got a denim Levi's trucker jacket, another one. And I got 2 dressers. So let me pull everything out and I'll show it to you up close and show what I paid and what I think I'll get for all of it. But this was a really, really good garage sale day. All right, let me show you the dressers since I just pulled them out of the van, even though they're one of the last things I bought today. So anyway, they were at a garage sale. This one was marked at $50 and that one was marked at $25. So that would have been $75 total. And then that was also the garage sale that had the VCR DVD player and the Levi's trucker denim jacket. Altogether, when I added up the prices, it was going to be $81.50. So I told them if I bought all this, or I asked them, if I bought all this, could you do a better deal? And they let me have it all for 65 bucks. So it works out, the DVD player is free, so that's good. If it don't work, then oh well, I can get rid of it, or I think I could still sell it for parts or repair and still make like 30, 40 bucks plus shipping, but we'll see. And anyway, the Levi's trucker jacket, I'm okay with it being $5, and then that makes each of these $30. So I only have $60 in them total, and I think I could at least double my money on them, so I will try to get 120 or higher, and I'll list them locally, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get a little more out of them, maybe less, but I think they'll end up going for right around 120 at least. All right, and then at a different garage sale, I bought some more furniture. So the chair and this table is from last week. I still haven't sold them. I have them a little too high, so I'll have to drop the price on them just to get rid of them. But I only paid $5 each of them. Okay, this stuff I bought today. First one here is this old radio console. It's got a radio and a record player in there. Brand is, looks like it's Bendix. And I don't know anything about it, but they had it marked at $5, so I figure it's got to have some value. So this is a just get rid of it type item. I don't really care how much, as long as it's more than $5. It looks pretty cool. I assume someone could kind of flea market flip it and turn it into like an interesting storage thing or whatever, you know, a buffet or who knows. But anyway, I just thought that was really cool. I mean, it's pretty rough around the edges, but it just has really cool style to it. So anyway, for $5, I couldn't pass on it. Plus it helped me get a better deal at that garage sale. Same one, I got this table here. I thought it was real oak, but the further I looked at it, it's not real oak. It does have an extension leaf, but man, it's got some real wear here. But I think the veneer is thick enough that it could be sanded and refinished if someone wanted to do that. Has a little bit of a wobble to it, but you can tighten the legs up underneath, so that's not a big deal. They come with these 4 chairs, and I only paid what'd that end up being? 35 bucks. So that was a really good price. I couldn't pass on it. They had it marked at 50, but I did another bundle deal and I got everything for 50 bucks at that garage sale. So this ended up being, yeah, like I said, $35 with the chairs. And I had one more piece I bought at that garage sale. All right, I bought this coffee table there. It has a real cool kind of, you know, checkered or patch quilt looking top to it with a veneer. And it's a little rough around the edges. I'll clean it up a little bit, but it's not gonna look great. But again, it was only 5 bucks. So it's more of just a quick flip, try to get a little money out of it. Kind of like the radio console. I only paid 5, so I'll try to sell it for, I don't know, 20 to 40, somewhere around there. Just get rid of it, make a little bit of money just to help pad my wallet again so I can go do more garage selling. It's kind of what I do with furniture. If it's nothing great like this, it's just straight up money makers. You know, you pay 5 and you turn it into like 20 or 30 bucks that you can then go buy more stuff, you know. But on something really, really nice, I'll try to hold out for more money. But on these, since they're kind of rough, whatever. I'm just trying to get a little money out of them and turn them quick so I don't take up too much room in the house. Okay, so that was the big furniture. Now let me show you all the stuff that I will probably try to sell on eBay. All right, I almost forgot. I had another local item. I forgot I bought. This is a Coleman cooler. It's called a Coleman Thermal Electric, and this is basically a refrigerated cooler. And it was only 5 bucks, but I got it with this model down here. I'll show you later for 5 bucks. So it's technically $4. They told me it worked, and it had been across country several times, but it's been a while since I used it, so we'll see. So for $4, I'll take the risk on it, because if it is good, then I could probably sell it locally for probably 30 or 40 bucks. It has one of those car adapters on it. That's how you plug it in. But they also had this thrown in, which you can then, it's a transformer that you can then plug into the wall. And it is Coleman branded, so I guess it did come with it. So for 4 bucks, I think I could 10 times my money and turn it probably into 40. I'll have to look. That's about what they were going for on eBay. So none of them quite look like this. This might be a little bit older, so that's why I said probably maybe $30 or $40 locally. Okay, now I'll show you all the stuff I got for eBay. All right, so I showed you all of the local sales I picked up, local flips. So now let me show you the stuff that I'm gonna put on eBay. And man, I found really good stuff today. That neighborhood yard sale ended up being really good. I found tons of awesome stuff. When I left there, I also traveled around town, did kind of my route. I found a couple of sales I didn't know about, and then others I had found on Craigslist and on Facebook Marketplace that I had marked. I wrote down addresses. I have a whole system set up. Maybe I'll show that someday. But I was out all day long. I started at 7 o'clock and I got back at 3 o'clock. So I've been home about an hour. So how long is that? That is 8 hours all day doing garage sales on a Friday. So I hit up all the good ones. So there's probably not a whole lot of them to go to tomorrow, but we'll see. I found so much stuff. I'm going to be really busy this weekend. Here's the list. Got a bunch of stuff. These are all really, really good, valuable pieces that I can sell. And only one of them ended up being kind of a dud, and it's the one I got for free anyway, so it's no big deal. But it looks like the lowest selling price on anything up here is going to be possibly $25, or there's one that might go $15 plus shipping, or I'll try to get more. But basically everything I bought today will probably go for $25 or more, and a couple of them are like $100 or more, so that's really good. Okay, I'll just start with my list. The first one I got is another set of phones. All right, they had it in here. This is some cordless phones. I'll have to double check the batteries, all that kind of stuff, see if they work. It was only 50 cents for the whole set. It's the Panasonic KX-TG2382. I'll have to clean it up, test it, see if it holds battery power. If not, see if I can get new batteries, if it's worth it. But I looked this up, and there's one that did sell for $35 plus shipping. So right in line with what I'm looking for. If I do have to put batteries, buy some batteries, I'll have to see how much they are. If they're too much, then oh well. I'll just, donate them or whatever. But if it's worth it and they're only going to be, $5 or less, then I'll probably do it and end up making about 30 bucks on those. All right, so that was the first thing I found. Then I went to a sale and I found some Legos. And I know Legos can do really well. I have not sold a whole lot. I've never sold any real Lego kits. I've just sold Lego games I showed in videos. First one here anyway is Lego Technic. It is number 42047. It's some type of truck, police truck. You pull back and it goes. Anyway, what's cool about this is it's still brand new sealed. I don't think it has been opened. I need to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it has not been opened. And I paid $1 on it. I looked it up and they are selling about $28.99 to $30 plus shipping, or some people are asking about $15 to $18 plus shipping. So no matter what, people are paying just under $30 for these brand new. So that's about what I'll get. So that's not too bad. I'll probably do that, you know, 28 or whatever to 30 with free shipping. And since it's new, I don't think anyone will return that. Okay, I also at that same sale found this. It's more Legos, another $1. There's no box. I don't know if everything's here, but it is Lego SpongeBob SquarePants. It is number 3817. I remember it's not Bikini Bottom, but I don't know. Anyway, it's Lego SpongeBob 3817. I'll have to look through, see if it's all there. I know SpongeBob is in here, Patrick's in there. Paid $1. These pre-owned and with the box, basically, we're going for like $35 to $50 plus shipping and handling. Or that might have been new actually, $35 to $50. Used with the box, they were going for $30 with free shipping and handling. Mine does not have the box, so I will still try to see if I can get about $25 to $30, somewhere around there. So it's not quite my $30, but it's pretty close. And I'll have to double check. I might actually be able to get $30 to $35, but I don't know. We'll see. And I got to make sure it's all there. So it's not too bad. That one's kind of a guess, but the other one I know for sure should be about 30 bucks. The next one is awesome. This is my first big purchase of the day. All right, it's this thing right here. I have never ever seen one of these before. Whoops. They had it marked for $40, and I thought it was a coffee maker when I first saw it, but then the brand Baby Brezza, something like that. Anyway, this is the Baby Brezza Formula Pro. Somehow it makes formula. The lady said it was a lifesaver whenever she had her baby. She only used it for not too long and then wanted to sell it. She told me she paid, I think, like $180 for it or something like that. They were asking $40. I asked if she could do a better deal, and I bought it for $30. Anyway, this is all I have. I mean, it's really the only parts to it. It's instructions, and then this thing on the side, this little thing that can adjust for bottles, and then a lid, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, I paid 30 bucks, and used without box, these are selling for about $90 plus shipping, up to about 110 plus shipping. Brand new, they are way up. They're like, you know, 150 plus. So I think at a bare minimum, whoops, I keep dropping that thing. At a bare minimum, I don't even think it would happen, but I might get 75, 80 out of it, but I'm pretty sure I could probably sell it for 90 plus shipping, just like everyone else. So pay 30 and sell it for that, make $60 profit. You got some fees involved, so you probably end up making about, oh, I don't know, what would that be, $45, $50 pure profit off of this. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, now, I have never ever heard of that thing before. I'll probably never see one again, but I like it because it's gonna make pretty good money. All right, the next one is awesome, probably the find of the day, maybe. The case is dirty, so I'll have to clean it up. But anyway, it was marked at $10, and it is a Salisbury AC audio / visual voltage detector. And when I was at this yard sale, I kept hearing this thing beeping. It's making this sound. Yeah, here. So it was just sitting on a table, and it kept beeping. I was like, what in the world is that? I think it was detecting my phone. Yeah, see my phone? Okay, anyway. Okay, so this thing right here, plus the case, and there's this, whatever this thing is, a piece of aluminum. If you look at it though, there's a slot for something else that's missing. So I thought, well, you know, maybe it's not totally complete. I looked it up. It seems like it doesn't matter. People are selling them, that, and a lot of them don't have that. Anyway, these were crazy, okay? So at a bare minimum, like ones that were not very good shape, were going for $80 plus shipping. And some of them, and these are all pre-owned, were going for, they were in really nice shape. They had the instructions, they had that part in there, were going for $200 plus shipping. So I paid 10 bucks, and mine looks like in exact same condition as one that sold for $175 with free shipping. There was another one that was like $149 something plus shipping. So I think depending on how clean I can get it, and I need to double check what that thing is that's missing, I think at least like 150 bucks. That would be awesome. I don't think I'd have to settle for the 80 or 90. Even that is still a really good flip. But man, if I could get like 140, 150, 160, somewhere around there for this, and I only paid 10 bucks, that is probably the steal of the day. So that's awesome. So like really nice, unusual electronics for like linemen and electricians and like specialty tools can do really well, especially if you get a really good deal on it. Okay, this next one is questionable. I looked it up. They were asking $8. You can even see the clearance tag on there said 20. It's a Logitech wireless mouse, the M205. It's brand new sealed. I was positive when I looked this up, it was going for about $24.95 or something like that, 20 to 24. So it was a little bit low, but it was brand new. I figured it'd be a good seller, and I talked her down from $8 to $5. So I was hoping that I could sell it for that like 25 bucks and, you know, do decent on it. I don't know why I wanted to buy it, but I just thought, oh, that'd be perfect. Okay, so then I get home and I double check comps to write all this down, and I couldn't find it at all. I couldn't even find the ones that I found, because the newer ones, the little dongle thing is shorter. That's why I think this one might be a little bit lower. You know, not as good of a seller because it's a little bit older model. But anyway, I don't know. So I paid $5. I'm hoping I can at least get 15, 20 out of it and just kind of get rid of it. So this might have ended up being kind of a dud. Not as bad as another dud I found, but I'll get a little money out of it. All right, so then I found, okay, a bag. Let me grab it over here. Okay, I found this at a garage sale, and I have been looking for bags lately. I just recently got Bonafide Hustler's Bags to Bucks book he sold, where it shows you how to find bags that are worth really good money. I have sold really good bags in the past. There was one I got for free that sold for $295. And I've sold some camera bags, I've sold some hiking bags, things like that. Anyway, I saw this one, and I never heard the brand, so I looked it up. I think it's Domke or Domk. I think it's Domke, D-O-M-K-E. And anyway, I looked it up, and the tag, and it is called the Domke J-2, the journalist bag. There was no price. I asked the guy how much. He said, I don't know, how about $1? I was like, whoa, okay, look this thing up. Some of them, there were several sold comps. One went for $42 plus shipping and handling. One was like 50 something plus shipping and handling. And another one went for 71 or 72, I think, with free shipping. And anyway, those are all solds, and I only paid $1, so I know it was going to be a really good flip no matter what. But there is one pre-owned one currently listed on eBay, and they are asking $80 plus shipping and handling. So if I put mine up for maybe a little less than that guy, maybe $75 of shipping and handling, I could get it. So that's a really good flip for $1. Even at a bare minimum, $42 is still really good. All right, then I got, okay, this is unusual. This was at the yard sale where I got the table and chairs, the radio cabinet, and the coffee table. And anyway, I got these. They had them, they were all priced differently. There's 5 of them. They are stopwatches. The way it averaged out, I got them for $1 a piece, and these ended up being really good. So the family that was at this garage sale, their son did track. See, these are all stopwatches for track. They might have been a track coach, actually. I'm not sure. But anyway, they got some marker on the back from the high school they went to, so I had to clean that off. Plus, they got some sticker residue on them. They had like old labels on there. They're all good except this one. They're all like they're digital, and it's showing that they're working. But this one isn't, so maybe the batteries are no good. But I looked them up, and anyway, I paid $1 each. They are all worth, 4 of them are worth $29.95 free shipping. That is what they're currently selling for. And then one of them, it's one of the yellow ones, I don't remember which, is going for about $24.95 with free shipping. So at a bare minimum, they are all like $25 stopwatches. So I'm going to ship them out. They're going to go in a bubble mailer. It's not going to cost much. There's not going to be a lot of fees. So each one of them is going to be probably between $20 and $25 pure profit. So I paid I paid $5, and I have 5 of them. So at $20 profit, that is $100 off of $5, or I might get more than that. I might get what, like 120 or something like that. So that's really, really good. Now it might take a little while to sell, and the one is not working, or it doesn't have batteries or something. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But even the lady's like, ah, someone knows what they're getting there. She said, those are $30 stopwatches. I thought, yep, yes they are. I already looked them up, but I didn't tell her that. So I just worked it in the deal, and I got them for $1 a piece. So that's pretty cool. All right, this next one. That was all the stuff from the neighborhood garage sale. I mean, there was tons of stuff. There was one guy that had all kinds of motorcycle gear. I really wanted to buy it. He had some Harley Davidson helmets. He had leather jackets. He had motorcycle seats. He had exhaust pipes. He had probably 50 different bags there. Some were leather bags. Some were, you know, junky gym bags. I looked through it all. I didn't quite find anything I was looking for. He had some vintage electronics. But I just was like, I need to go see these other sales, and some of his prices were a little high, so I passed. But there was just all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I left the neighborhood sale, and right outside someone was having a sale at their house because the other neighborhood was. Anyway, that's where I found the Coleman Thermo whatever refrigerated cooler, and it was marked at $5. And then I found this model for $1, and the brand I think is the Laughing Whale, and this one is the Friendship Sloop model. I think it is the Friendship Sloop number 115. And anyway, it is a wooden boat model, and I'll have to look through it. I'm not exactly sure how to tell if everything's there or not. But anyway, the lady said her daughter bought it to put it together, and it was way over her head, too complicated. So they had it marked for $1. I looked these up. Apparently, the Laughing Whale is a pretty good model brand for boats, and this is like a low-end one. I looked it up, and there's one that currently sold. The box looked different, though. That's what I'm not sure about. The box was shorter, but I guess fatter. And anyway, it sold for $31.50 plus $7.45 shipping. So that is almost $40, like $38, $39. So that's maybe what I can get out of this. And other models of theirs were going for $60, $70, $80. They were way up there. So this was actually kind of a low-end one for them. But for $1, I'll take it. So that was really cool. And I bought it with the cooler, and I asked if I could do them both for $5. So I got the cooler for $4. So, okay, I left there. Then I come back home, and that's when I showed you that I emptied everything out of the van. And my battery's probably dying, so let me stop it real quick, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff. Okay, so then I emptied out the van, and then I did some more driving around. I went up the opposite direction in town because there was 2 sales there. The first one was not that good. There's nothing there I really wanted. They probably got picked over this morning, but I was all the way to the other side of town at the neighborhood sales. Okay, so then I found a church rummage sale, and I found this. And this is another, the brand is Jimmy, I think, or Gimme, G-E-M-M-Y. It's the same company that makes Big Mouth Billy Bass and that Singing Lobster I had a while back. This one's not worth quite as much as those others, but I just had to have it because I've already bought the others, and I don't even know if this thing works, but I don't know. Just want to try it out. It was only $1. I'll have to try it with some batteries and see if it works. I don't know what it sings or anything, but it's a catfish instead of a bass. It's a little smaller as well. I looked them up. They were actually selling pretty well. So the thing is that it kind of depend on conditions. So if it doesn't work, if it's really dirty or whatever, or if it sings but maybe doesn't move, I may not get that good of money out of it. I only paid $1. But they were going anywhere between $15 plus shipping up to $35, okay? And then if they had the box, they were going for about $50, $60. So they were going for quite a bit. So I don't know if this one's kind of rare or what. So it seemed like on average they were about $25 really. So if mine works, that's probably what I'll end up getting out of it. Probably between 20 and 30. So I'm going to say maybe 20 to 25 to be realistic. So hopefully it works. That'd be kind of cool. And it's not quite my 30 I'm looking for, but I mostly bought it just because I wanted to buy it. Okay, so anyway, set that down. Then I found, let me find it here, went to another sale. It was the one where I got the 2 dressers and the, well, I'll show that to you here in a minute. Anyway, I got a Levi's trucker jacket. What's really weird is the buttons are on this side, which I'm trying to think of how a guy's jacket is. I kept thinking that this was set up like a women's jacket, but they told me that it was their father-in-law's jacket. So anyway, the tag looks pretty old. They were only asking $5. It is not a big E though, where you look at the tag, if the Levi's is spelled out in uppercase, the E's uppercase, it's vintage, like 60s or older or something like that. It's worth a lot of money. But I'll have to do better research on it, but for $5, I looked them up. On average, they're going anywhere between $35 to $55 plus shipping. So of course I'll try to get on the higher end, probably that $45 to $55 plus shipping, somewhere around there. But they always sell well. Sometimes they take a little while, but this one's really clean. Had one stain, but that will come out. That looks like melted chocolate. That's not grease or anything, so that should come out. And it's just old enough that I think it has, you know, kind of a cool look to it compared to some of the newer stuff. Now that I look at it, it does say Mary Lee, so I think it is a women's jacket. So it might actually go for a little less. So anyway, I don't know. We'll say 30 to 35 at a minimum, something like that. So that's pretty good. All right, so then that was the same sale where I got this, and they told me they had no idea if it worked or not. They had it marked $1.50, but I worked out the deal where I got it for free. This is a Magnavox VCR/DVD recorder. The model number is ZV427MG9. You should look that up on eBay because you'll be blown away by the price these are going for. Okay, so if it was new in a box, they're like $300–400. They're way up there. Okay, and you know, used condition like this with all the cables, with the manuals, and with the remote, they were like $219 plus shipping, or $150 plus shipping, or you know, they were like $120 and above. They were way up there. Okay, but I said that I didn't know if this one, or they said they didn't know if this one worked or not. I will try to test it. I'm not exactly sure how to, and I probably can't do all the functions because I don't have a remote. But if it seems like it's working, and it might be worth buying a remote for, you know, an extra $10 or something like that, if I sold it in this condition and it works. There was one that sold for $68 plus $25 shipping, so that's like 90-something bucks. Okay, and I think even if it doesn't work, I could probably still sell it for parts or repair, probably $30 or above, maybe more like $40 or $50, something like that, with some shipping. So no matter what, for free, this would be a really good find. But if I can take the time to see if it works and get a remote for it, I might get like $100 out of it or something like that, and it was free. So they told me they didn't know, so I don't exactly know why they didn't know it worked. So I don't know. More than likely, because I have so much stuff going on, I'll probably just go ahead and sell it for, you know, untested parts repair only, and get my $40 out of it or whatever. Okay, so then I left and I went to the last two yard sales. The first one, this guy had thousands and thousands and thousands of baseball cards, and he had a whole bunch of ties and a whole bunch of golf clubs. It was all his stuff, and his brother who died, he was trying to sell all his stuff. He had this big container of Rubbermaid container, like shoebox size, of vintage matchbooks, and he was asking 15. He told me he'd sell them to me for 10. I was thinking about getting it, but I didn't exactly know how that worked, shipping through the mail when you're selling, you know, basically a ginormous box of fire. You know, I don't know how that works. So, but there were some that were selling. Some were only going for like $15 or $20, and then there was big lots that were selling for like $60, $70 plus shipping. So I probably could have made $40–50 off of them, but I just got a little weirded out and I didn't want to buy them. So I probably should have, but I passed. Okay, the very last yard sale was really good. Okay, so I ended up going there. It was a really nice neighborhood, and you could tell they bought nice stuff, and once they were done with it, they didn't care. Everything was cheap. Okay, so I bought this right here, a leather jacket. The brand is Reed, R-E-E-D, Reed Sportswear. It's like a vintage men's leather jacket. They were asking 10 on it, but the way it worked out, I ended up paying 5 on it. And the comps are not that good, but it could be all right. So they were between $25 and $45 plus shipping and handling. So I couldn't find one exactly like this, but I would guess if I put it at about 30 or 35 plus shipping, maybe since I paid 5, if I do it at about 35 plus shipping, I think it would probably sell. So it's not too heavy, so it would be good for springtime now. And anyway, that should be a pretty decent flip. I'll probably make a little under $30 when it's all said and done. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I got this at a garage sale. I put it last. I paid $2. This is a vintage Reebok nylon jacket. I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's 80s. Well, I don't know. It could be. but I would guess probably somewhere in the 90s. I think it's a little older than 2000s. I've done really well with nylon jackets. This one's really, really thin. So for $2, I didn't even look it up. I've sold them in the past, and they go quickly between $25 and $40. The bigger the Reebok, the bigger the logo. If it had a huge spell out back here, you know, it said Reebok or something, it'd be worth a lot more money. I think at a minimum I can get $25 plus some shipping out of this. But more than likely, it'll probably be like $35. So that'd be pretty good. Okay, so back to that one sale I went to. I also got, these ended up being kind of the dud of the day. It was in their free box. These are Beats by Dre headphones. And I was wondering if someone just threw them in there accidentally. And I asked them, and they said, yeah, those, they didn't think they worked, like one side went out on them or something like that. So these are Beats Solo, and it has this cable that's apparently from Amazon. So anyway, when I got home right before I shot this video, I looked them up, and it's not that good. So I didn't pay anything, and there's one just like it, sold for parts, not working, and it only sold for $7.50 plus $5.50 shipping. So that's what, like 14 bucks, something like that. So I don't know, I might go ahead and do it just to get a little money out of it, or test them out. If they work, you get way more money. If they were in good working condition, they were a lot more money, like 100 bucks or, you know, 75 or something like that. So I don't know, we'll see. But maybe 15 bucks or something like that. Okay, so the other good stuff I found another camera. This is it come in the case, a leather case. This is a Canon Powershot G12. It's a digital camera. I just bought one in a previous video I showed you. It was a 35mm camera. I'll go ahead and explain now. It was not as good a deal as I thought, because the pricing I was looking at was digital cameras like this, which I should have thought of. So that camera is worth a lot less than I thought. It still is probably maybe going to be worth it, but this one is definitely worth it. It was only $5. And I looked these up, and they are selling, it's really based on condition, but they are going for between $75 and $200. Now, and that's for used. Now, $200, it's in really clean condition. It has all the manuals, the cables, the box, all that kind of stuff. For $75, it basically is in good condition, just like this. This one is, it's been used. It's a little dirty, and I don't know its condition. I don't know if it works. I don't know how to charge the battery. I mean, just all kinds of stuff about it. So more than likely, I'll try to test it, but if it don't work, I'll just sell it as parts, you know, not working or untested. And for $5, I think I could still flip it into at least, I would think, $50, something like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but $40, $50, maybe more or something like that. Depends, I don't know. It's a little scratched up, but for $5, I think it's worth it. And we'll assume like $45, $50, somewhere around there. Okay, the last one was really awesome, okay? I found another bag, and this was probably my second find of the day, second best find of the day. So this right here, it's just laying on the ground. They were only asking $1. It had like dirty gym, it had like an old towel in there, and it had a can of Skull tobacco, whatever you call it, chew or whatever. And anyway, this is an Orvis Baton Kill Bag. It's a duffel bag. I just knew immediately by the brand that this was absolutely going to be a good deal, and it was only $1. I checked it over. I made sure there was no rips and snags or zippers broke. It's all in pretty good condition. It is used, and it is a little scuffed up, but for $1, this is a steal. When I got home right before I shot the video, I looked up comps. I found an identical one. It's exactly like this, and it sold for $99.95 with free shipping. So I can turn $1 into $100. Or if you want to look at it, I can turn $2, because I paid $1 each bag, into $100 and probably about $70 to $80. So we'll say about $170 off of $2. So that's really good. So I have a lot of work ahead of me, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I had a couple of sales. You know what? Let me go grab them real quick, and then I'll close out the video. Okay, so I sold 3 things today. I'll show you real quick. First one is another one of those Texas Instruments BA2 Plus calculators. It's the one I keep saying that I'm never going to buy again, but then I do, and they always sell. So I paid $2 for this, and it sold for $21.95 with free shipping. So it'll be about $2.61 to ship out. So that means I have, what, $5 in it, sold for $22. It takes me down to $17. There'll be some fees. I'll probably make about $13 to almost $15 profit. So that's why they're hard to turn down, because you just throw them in a bubble mailer. It's so easy. It's not my 30, but it's a really easy $15 to make. Okay, the next one here I have wrapped up so you can't see it, but this is an old 1967 Chevy, like Chevy 2 or Camaro or something. It's some type of 1967 Chevy chassis manual. It's not in very good condition. It's pretty rough and oil stained, but it is pretty cool, and it is, what, 50 something years old now, 51 years old. And I got it for $3 at a thrift store. I've only been there one time, and I found 3 auto books there. Anyway, $3, and I sold it for $18.95 with free shipping. So it's not going to be this huge turnaround. I'll be able to send it media mail, so it'll probably be like $3 to send out. So let's see, basically it's 19. I bought it for 3. It'll be about 3 to send. Maybe we'll call it 4. So take me down to 12. There'll be some fees. So I'll make like $10 on it, something like that. So not a huge flip, but it was one of the very first things I bought last year, and it finally sold. So, okay, the last one here is these Theraquatics dumbbells. I have 2 sets. There's a light set and a heavy set, and these are those foam dumbbells that weigh nothing, but use them in a pool for resistance. Anyway, I got these at Salvation Army. I paid $2, and they sold for $29.50, and that is with free shipping. They're not very heavy, but the box would be kind of big, so it's still probably going to end up being a little under $10 a ship, maybe 7 or 8, something like that. So I got 2 in them. We'll say with purchase price and shipping, probably about $10, so it brings me down to 19. There'll be some fees. I'll probably make about 15 on them as well. So not a huge money maker day today, except for the stuff I bought, which I got to work on, but I got to send them out. And the person that bought the calculator is actually drop shipping it to someone else, so I have to have it sent out today because they want the tracking that they promise their customers. So I don't like when people do that, but I understand. And anyway, I got to get that going because the post office is going to close really, really soon. So anyway, if you like the videos I've been doing, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you like some of the items I showed you today was awesome. I found really cool stuff, and when it all sells, I'll make a lot of money off of this. I actually spent pretty good money too. So anyway, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment of what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that, and help me grow the channel, because it seems like it's starting to take off a little bit. So anyway, thanks for checking it out.